Michelle here, and I want to talk to you guys tonight about how to create an Instagram story that uses video and includes those little fun captions so that if people don't want to listen to you actually talk, that they have access to what it is that you have to say. So the first thing that I want to tell you is that I choose Instagram because I like right now the way that they have a little bit more features than the Facebook stories do. And I have it set up in a way that it slaves automatically over to my Facebook. So if I go into Instagram, it's automatically going to go to Facebook and the features are better. So that's kind of a little backstory on that as well. Okay, so what I want you to do is if you're not watching this on an iPad or computer, maybe take a moment to pause and do that so that you can follow along with me on your phone. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I open up Instagram, and in the upper corner here is where I can hit where I can want to create a new story. Okay, the stories are amazing. I can go into why you want to use stories in another video if you want, but for right now I'm just going to basically show you how to do the videos like I mentioned. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. You can see my light up there. Okay, so what you're going to do is hit this little down arrow, and you're going to find something that says hands-free. This is my favorite. Okay, now hands-free allows me to be able to put my phone against a book or on a stand like I'm using right now, and I can, talk with my hands, all the things. Okay, so now it's all ready to go, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to hold this down. It's going to give me 3, 2, 1. And it's going to start recording. Now, the thing is you're going to notice is that this little thing right here goes, and this is going to give you a 15-second little time wheel. So when one of those goes around, it's about 15 seconds. And the maximum amount of time that you can do in one of these story videos is 1 minute. So just keep that in mind, that it's harder to kind of condense our message sometimes, and so just be aware of that. Okay, so you can see how it's going around the second time. And when I'm done with my video, all I need to do is hit the stop button. Okay, so now I have 3 little segments of 15 seconds each. Now what I typically like to do if I have a video that's going to be more than a minute is I literally just do the first half of the video, and then I get to this point, and then up here, right here, you're going to see this little thing where it's you can download. So what it does is it saved that first video, and then I go back to the next one, and I'm going to save it again, and I'm going to go to the third, and I'm going to save it again. Okay? Now all I'm going to do is X out, and if I go back to stories, I can come up here, and you can see how I have those 3 videos that I just did that are saved in my camera roll, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, and if I wanna, let's just say my video's a little bit longer, I'm gonna just go back to the hands-free again, and I'm gonna record the rest of it. So it's gonna give me that little countdown, and now I'm recording another video, and it's a little bit longer. And again, if you're worried about the transition between the first, bunch and the second, don't worry about it again. People don't like perfect. People completely expect that. People know that this is what Instagram does. And so just go with it, and it's totally fine. So you can see that I just did that. I'm gonna go ahead and stop. And now you can see that I have a couple of videos down here. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna download them. And the next one, do the same. Now I've saved. I'm gonna X out. Okay, so now I'm ready to upload all of those videos. So I'm gonna go to, I'm in stories still, and I'm gonna go down here, and this is my camera roll, right? So the big thing here is you wanna make sure that you select the videos that are in order, so that way you don't have a random, like, weird order. That'd be really embarrassing, right? Okay, so you can see how it kind of goes backwards. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this, oopsie, up here, sorry, my bad. You wanna click this little button up here, and what this does is it allows you to select multiple pictures at once. So I'm gonna go ahead and click this, and then this, 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 this. So I'm gonna go kind of backwards. And now I'm gonna go down here and hit next, okay? So from here, I'm gonna get each 15-second segment is gonna be right here. And from this space, now I can go up to the top, and I can write I can write my words. You can click whatever little font you want, and then I'm going to hit done. And you can see how I've just now added words to this. And maybe then I listen to the next one, what do I say? And then I'm going to go do the same thing. So you can see how I have moved this down. Now, one of the things that I found is that if it's really long text, people aren't going to read it. But if you break it up into a couple ones, I'll show you in a second. If I have 2 of them, people are more likely to read it. And so that's how you do that. Now let's just say in the next one I asked a question. I can go right up here in this little like, it's like the smiley face kind of guy. And I can add, let's say, a poll right in there. And I could add a poll right inside of it. And I'm going to go right over and I'm going to do the same thing on each one. And then I'm going to go to next. And then I can just go ahead and post to my story. And right here is where I have it going to Facebook. So that's it. And then it shows up and you're going to see that each of those little 15-second segments has my words on it that tell people what I'm talking about so that I don't have to rely on them actually listening to it, and especially if they're in a hurry. It gets your message across. It's quick. It's easy. That's what Instagram's about. And that's it. So I hope that helps. If you have questions, I want you to let me know. If this helped, I want you to let me know. And just get after it. I promise you that it'll get better. It'll get easier with time. You just have to get into action and try.